Step 1. Now that all of your tires are warmed up, let me explain why this video is more useful than any other tire changing video on YouTube. Well, this is because I promise you this will be the most simple tire changing procedure you will ever encounter. You will not scratch your wheel one bit, you will save a lot of money, and if you watch this video very carefully, you'll be able to swap and balance 2 tires within 1 hour. Things that you will need: duct tape, specifically the duct tape brand. I know this sounds a little bit weird, but just stick with me. A pair of bead breaker tools, wheel weights. I like to use these tire irons because of their hooks at the end. 4 rim protectors, which are really important. Soapy water, wheel balancer, and an air compressor with a tire inflator. Additionally, to make our lives a little bit easier, an axle socket will be fairly useful, paired with a breaker bar, a torque wrench, front axle Allen key or socket, and some wheel cleaner. I'm not sponsored by any of these products or companies, but I am sponsored by me! I'm proud to say that after months of hard work, we're finally proud to launch our new site, ridetechmoto.com. In the last couple of years, manufacturers have been coming out with some amazing looking helmets. Unfortunately, many of those helmets have very intricate curves up on the front, which make it almost impossible to attach an action camera using these generic sticky mounts. Here at Ride Tech Moto, we have developed action camera mounts which go exactly at the center of many helmets available on our site today. Finally, we can avoid this and this. As of right now, we have mounts available for helmet brands such as AGV, Shoei, Icon, and many more. We sell standalone mounts or full adjustable kits that help you arrange the camera at the best angle. Go ahead, check out the site and see if a mount is available for your helmet. And if it's not and you would like to have one made, please comment below with the name of the helmet and we will put it on our list. So don't waste any more time and get a Ridetech mount for your helmet today. Prior to lifting your bike on front and rear stands, make sure to crack loose both of your axles so the motorcycle doesn't fall off when you're applying large amounts of pressure. If you don't have a large hex spit socket, I found an Allen wrench with a piece of pipe works surprisingly well. Now, it's safe to lift your bike. Remember, we always lift the rear wheel first prior to lifting the front. Now, it's safe to take out our rear axle. A lot of times a rubber mallet will come in really handy. Make sure to remove any wheel sensors if they're sticking out, remove the chain, then slowly start removing the wheel, making sure the caliper does not fall off after it has been removed. Now for the front, the procedure is fairly similar as well. The only difference is that you need to remove your front calipers first in order to take off the wheel. Believe it or not, it does not get any more difficult than this. I like to remove the rear sprocket from the wheel so it doesn't fall out when we are trying to put on the new tire. Then I like to give the wheels a good wash with some wheel cleaner because the weights will need a clean surface in order to properly adhere to the rim. And this is how we do it. Now, when that's all done, I like to put something soft on the ground so the wheel doesn't get scratched up when being worked on. Go ahead and remove the valve core using a valve core removal tool. Otherwise, trying to take off a tire full of air will be pretty difficult. Spray the tire with some soapy water. Now take the bead breaker tool, carefully stick it between the wheel and the tire, and carefully start pushing the rubber from the edge of the rim. Usually the bead will pop off really easy, but if it doesn't, just keep working in the same area until it comes off. Once one side is off, use your hands to push away the tire from the wheel. Now do the same for the other side. Our next step is to take off the tire off the rim. First side is much easier than the second in most cases. Go ahead, place your rim protectors all around the wheel. I like to use 4 because the 2 wheel protectors get wedged between the tire, which make it really difficult to move them around. You don't want to end up like Ari Henning and scratch the crap out of that wheel.
Stiff. There we go.
Slowly start prying the tire over the wheel until the tire is fully out. If you have a friend who's willing to help you out, it will make your life so much easier. Try to take small steps, and after a bit of rubber is over the rim, the rest can be lifted with bare hands. Now that we have succeeded in working with this side of the tire, we have to take the other side off. I like to stick one tire iron between the wheel and the tire and have a friend pull off the tire from the other side. Now this is where the duct tape comes in really handy. Go ahead, squish both sides of the tire together and tape all around the circumference of the tire. Now some tires actually come with a painted dot on the circumference. What this dot indicates is the lightest part of the tire. So what you will need to do is locate the heaviest part of the wheel and pair the two together. In most cases, the heaviest part of the wheel will be located at the valve stem, but that's not always true. The best way for you to find out is by actually placing the wheel without the tire on the balance stand, giving it a light spin and seeing where it settles on the bottom, and whatever settles at the bottom is the heaviest part of the wheel. Now after you figured everything out, go ahead and line up the heaviest point with the lightest point. Make sure the direction is correct and simply press the tire against the rim with moderate pressure, and the tire should pop right onto the wheel. Yep, it's that simple. Just don't forget to remove all the duct tape from the tires. Put some soapy water on your tires once again and inflate your tires with an air compressor until both sides of the tire pop onto the edge of the wheel. You should hear two distinctive pops, but sometimes I've seen tires slowly seal themselves against the wheel. Do the exact same procedure for the second tire. When it comes to balancing tires, the procedure is actually way more simpler than many think. I bought this Bike Master wheel balancer and it has been working pretty well, but this stand is not really available all around the world, so the Motion Pro balance stand is a really good alternative. Go ahead, put the wheel onto the stick, spin the wheel until it stops, the heaviest part of the tire will settle at the bottom, then slowly start adding some weights onto the 12 o'clock position of the wheel. Then twist the weights onto the 9 o'clock position and release the wheel. With a perfectly balanced wheel, the wheel will not move up or down after it has been released. If the wheel starts moving down, remove some weights. If the wheel starts rising, add some weights. When the wheel is not moving up or down, remove the adhesive backing and stick the wheel weights onto the wheel. And you're all done. Install the wheels back onto your motorcycle in the exact same order reversed, and congratulations, you have successfully swapped your tires on the motorcycle. All the tools used in this video will be linked in the description. Make sure to check out our new site ridetechmoto.com, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Many other videos are coming out soon, and we'll see you in the next one.